Everybody, welcome in. We are live. We're just going for a short walk. I know my windshield wipers are on. We're going for just a short ride. Welcome in. It's me, MichelleMarie. I don't know how this is going to go because it's raining out a little bit, but welcome in. I just came live. We're just going for a short ride because it's raining. I was going to get out, so I just wanted to say hello. So enjoy the chat. I'm not going to be able to look at it too much while I'm driving. Welcome in. Hit the like button. Sorry about my wipers. They're like making a noise. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. I don't know if everybody else got rain, but we got rain today. So it's cloudy out too, so I don't know. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Welcome in. Hey, Desi, welcome in. Hi. We're just going for a short ride. I'm going to be driving, so I won't be able to see the chat too much unless I'm stopped. So when I get to the destination, I'll put the chat on. Hey, welcome in, Tootsie. We're just going for a short ride. It's raining out. It downpoured. All night long we got downpoured. I don't know if this is a good idea because my wipers are on and everything. Hey, Holla, welcome in. Just going for a short ride. So once I get driving, I won't be able to chat too much because I'll be looking at the road. So, but when I get there, we can chat. So enjoy the chat. Hope everybody's doing good. We got complete downpour raining. We were in like flood zone. I don't even know if this is a good idea. If I should just go home and do a live stream because it's cloudy out. I'm glad I caught you live, Holly says. I'll drive up to, yeah, I wanted to do a walking stream today, and I got this new thing on my car, and I don't know if I tightened it enough. I'll try to tighten it when I'm sorry about my wipers and everything. Look how cloudy it is here. Look how cloudy it is, and I apologize if my mirror's shaking a little bit. I got you on my mirror. So, yeah, it's the rain, the downpour stopped, and now it's just like kind of like a sprinkle. They have cameras on these lights, so I got to be careful. But I need to tighten that, so I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Let's just step on it. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Enjoy the chat. It's foggy here today too. The speed limit here is 75. I'm on the highway right now. I think this is 81. I don't even know. But look at how cloudy it is out. Look at the clouds. I guess it's 70. The speed limit here, right at this point, is 70. But most people do about 75, 80. But it's raining out, so I just do the regular speed limit. So I hope everybody's doing good. Did everybody else get rain today? Hey, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Hi. I can't really see too much. I can just see your names as I'm driving. So a lot of the red bud trees are on, and I seen something in orange. Oh, that's my name. Where are you going? We're just gonna go for a short ride. I was gonna drive to the Pinnacle, which is in Bristol, and I didn't bring my gimbal because it's raining out. But I thought about doing a home stream later, but I was out and about, so I was like, well, I'll do a drive, and then maybe we'll do a home stream later. Did everybody else get rain today? Or snow? I heard some people got snow. So we had like 86-degree weather a couple days in a row. So tonight we're going to get the cool weather. It's going to be, today it's like in the 60s, and then it's supposed to go down to 38 tonight. So I had to go from air conditioning to heat. I had to put my my heat back on for tonight. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put the fog thing on. Sorry. Look how foggy it is out. Is everybody eating dinner? I had a slice of my pizza because the last slice, because I had it the last few days since the last time I saw you guys when I ate my pizza. I had pizza every day, a couple of slices a day. So tomorrow I'll have something different. Oh, I'm sorry for it shaking. I don't know. It's on the shoot. No dinner yet, Desi says. I don't know what it's looking like with the wipers. I gotta wash it, but it's dirty. All the pollen, we're having a lot of pollen and stuff. But my yard is growing, my grass, I'm gonna have to mow. I think we're gonna get rain the next few days, but we had major downpour last night. Like I said, it was like crazy like downpour, like. But luckily where I live in my home, knock on wood, I'm like, it doesn't usually flood there, but some of the city areas flood out here, so I don't know. Somebody sent me the rain. You guys are all talking about rain. My car thing's shaking a little bit. Well, at least we got a good signal. Because I know when I drive to that one park I go to, sometimes I lose signal. I'm not losing signal here. But, so you can't really see the mountains, some of the mountains, because of the clouds. Well, thank you for joining with me, everybody. Hit the like button, everybody. It helps me with the algorithm. Because my algorithm is broken. I don't know. I made some blueberry muffins yesterday. Does everybody like blueberry muffins? We got 5 people. Hey, everybody. I wanted to tighten this, but I can't do it while I'm driving. I think that's why it's shaking, but I don't know. Some people go way under the speed limit. They're going way under the speed limit. That's dangerous. I'll be able to read the chat once I get there, but a lot of what you guys are saying I read the next day or the following day when it comes up. I don't know, my chat takes 24 hours to come up. It takes 24 hours for my live streams to process. Does anybody else, any of the other live streamers, does yours take 24 hours? I don't even know why. I like to drive. Does anybody else like driving? Look at how how foggy it is. This month is racing season for NASCAR for Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm heading into Bristol right now. I had to run some errands in Kingsport, and now I'm going into Bristol. As the weather gets warm, we'll start going places. I got a list of places to go and different things to do, and then we'll still live stream down at the lake. I've been wanting to go to the lake, but we've been getting rain. hope this, I don't know what this is going to look like the way this is shaking. I'm in a silly mode today. I don't know why. I think it's because I had 2 cups of coffee. And like I told you before, I'm only supposed to have 1, but I had 2. What kind of coffee does everybody like? Put that in the chat. I hope I'm not driving too crazy for anybody. How old was everybody when you got your license? Put in the chat how old you were when you first got your license. There's people driving faster than me, see, and I'm doing about 75. Looks like they're getting a little bit more sunnier weather down here, even though the sun's not out, but it's brighter down here. We had thunderstorms too last night. I love the sound of thunder though, but the thunder can get pretty crazy here though. The storms here, and we get tornado watches too. I gotta get outside and plant my garden seeds. I don't know if they're gonna come up, but I bought a bunch of seeds. So you guys, if you want to put exclamation point weather, a space, and then your either a place or a zip code. If you want to know my weather, you can put exclamation point Tennessee. And I think that's only because I'm the creator that you could just put Tennessee because it'll give you mine. But anybody else, you have to put like the city and the state, or I don't know if it'll show the country. I think it will. So I learned how to drive when I was, let's see, I took driver ed in high school. It was free. And I took driver ed in the wintertime, my senior year in high school, because they only offered it to seniors. And this is shaking again, I'm sorry. Well, they only offered it to seniors, and I took it in the wintertime. And the teacher used to try to put his brake on when we were going up. He would make us go up these hills, snowy hills in the middle of the winter. And so yeah, I learned how to drive. And then I didn't get my license till I think I was like 19 or 19, yeah. I was 18 when I got my license. But this guy's slowing down. The truck drivers here drive crazy. So I don't know. This looks, I gotta get over it, I think. I don't know what they're doing, but that's craziness. I'm just gonna let these people go ahead of me. Let these people go ahead of me. They're driving crazy. So yeah, when Bristol Motor Speedway, when the racing comes, a lot of people come here. Like it's professional NASCAR driving, and they get a lot of visitors in the area, people from all over, and usually the tickets are expensive. I want to go so bad, but I can't afford it right now. So I'm hoping to go there someday because that would be awesome. It'd be awesome to do a live stream out of there too. But it would be kind of loud, I think, too. Like the cars were like, you know what I mean? I drove on that. They have speedway and lights at Christmas time, and they have over 3 million lights or something like that. And I have that in my Christmas let's see, I didn't put it in the Christmas replays yet, playlist, but I'm gonna put it in there. But it's on my channel somewhere. I drove through it, and they bring it. They have more than one track. They have the drag racing track, and that's where they brought us through, and I drove on that. And I drove on it, and oh my gosh, it's tilted, like, because, you know, gravity, when those racers are going around that track, they're picking up that gravitation, and I don't know, I felt like my car was going to tip over the very first time I drove on it, because I've been on it twice, and they used to take you through the regular track, but now they take you through the drag racing track, and they took us through the drag racing track, and there's another video in there that says my 5 seconds of driving on the Bristol Motor Speedway, whatever. Oh my God. And I didn't mean to swear. I was like, holy shit, because it was like I went through the lights, and then there was this like steep hill, and I was kind of scared. But I did it. It was fun. But yeah, I have that on the channel. But next time I go there, I didn't get to go there this year, but next time I go back, because they do that every Christmas, and all the proceeds go, you pay to get in there, it go through the lights at Christmas time, and the proceeds go to the children. It's a children's fund for children, and they do it every year, but the prices went way up this year. Everything's just going up like crazy. So when I go back next time, I'll live stream it. But anyway, so we're here in Bristol now. So Bristol's pretty big. We'll go back to the downtown area. Shoot, I gotta get over there. I don't trust these people because they don't drive right. So I just let them out. We gotta go here. This is our exit. So this is like the Pinnacle area where they have all the stores. And I can walk you around where the stores are someday, but they have speakers in the ground that play music. So I don't know, I would have to put it on mute unless I did like a video. But yeah, these roads are crazy. I don't know. I grew up in upstate New York. We had the Northway, and these roads are confusing. Everybody says, oh, it's easy, but my GPS pretty much gets me around. But like in New York, you would never get off an exit on the left. Some of these exits are on the left. I've never heard of that, but so we're here. We're at the Pinnacle. We'll have a little chit chat. That was fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Let's have a chitty chat. Cha. I'm wound up today, you guys. I hope everybody's having fun. I had to put the heater thing on because of that. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stores here. There's Starbucks. There's a whole lot of stuff. Do you want to? I'll drive through this and then we'll pull over, just so you can see. I think I drove through this before, but I probably will. I don't know. They got Best Buy over here. They got everything. There's Zaxby's, McDonald's. There's some other stuff too. Let's see. We'll go this way. There's the Outback Steakhouse. Do you guys have the Outback Steakhouse? Chick-fil-A. I've never eaten at Chick-fil-A. Everybody talks about it. Chipotle. Let's see. We got the Boot Barn, Western, Jersey Mike's, Moe's Southwest Grill, La Carrata, which is Duck Donuts. I got a Duck Donut in there once. I got a video on that. That was delicious, but this cost me like $5 for one donut. That was like a super treat for me. I don't know. Someplace called Audrey's. There's a whole bunch. Ooh, look at that car. I'm a car person. I like cars. I like all the cars I can't afford. Okay, we'll take a ride around, spin around here. There's a restaurant called Drake's. So yeah, I should do like a video. I don't know. What do you suggest? Do you suggest I do a video or a walk? If I walked through here, like I said, I would have to have it on mute because of the fact that they play music. But we'll drive this way and we'll see some of the stores. This is Belk, and I think they're owned by Saks Fifth Avenue, which is like in New York City, but I don't know if they're still a part of that, so I'm not really sure. But that's a good store. I like it. It's like a very good store. I don't need to, I guess I should have brought my gimbal because now it's not raining. Okay, there's so many shoe stores in the South. When I moved here, I was like, wow. So there's a place called Kirkland's. That's like a store that's like home stuff. And there's Ulta, and there's Marshall's. I don't know what you can and can't see. On the right there, Marshall's, Michael's, Five Below. Does everybody have a Five Below where you live? You got Five Below? Oh, and this place went out of business. I don't know. That was that Bath and Body Works. Remember Bath and Body Works? They were there. Dick's Sporting Goods. I was gonna take the camera. I could take you guys in the store and we could film it, because you know my thing is always that I'm pretending I'm on the phone. All right, so we'll go down this way. Woohoo! They got a lot of oh, there's a police officer. That would be horrible. Get pulled over. I get a horrible ticket. It's expensive here. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just go really slow. Boot Barn. There's where I got some of my Western boots, but some of them I got in Gatlinburg. I think I got a video on that if anybody wants to see it. It was one of my first videos, when I was learning and that person's driving out. But there's Jersey Mike's, and I'll be able to chat with you guys when I pull over. Phone repair. Oh, and there's Johnny Brusco's and Elite Nail Spa. It looks like they put some new, I haven't been in here. Five Guys Burgers and Fries. I don't like hamburgers. Everybody knows it. But for you guys that like the hamburgers, everybody. Java Juice House. Hope I'm not driving anybody nuts because I'm like, Great Clips. That's a hair place. Mirror 423. I have no clue what that is. Looks like a clothing store. Illumini Hall. The Good Feet store. Ooh, Crave Cookies. That looks like a good place. Ooh, I'll have to go check that out. I never heard of that. Okay, so then we'll go on the other side and to get a full view of this. Belt's pretty big. So they got the casino down here. We got the Hard Rock, and I guess they did their grand opening. They did their grand opening in November 14, 2024. I didn't know that. So I'm going to go there and do a live stream. I cannot live stream indoors because they don't allow that. And I don't know if they're going to allow me to film inside because I'm going to ask them, because they got Faith Hill. Anybody like country music? Faith Hill's car, she donated it. It's a Corvette, a 1929 Corvette or something like that. She donated it, and I think it's inside. I'm not really sure. And so I'm going to see if they'll let me take pictures. And that's on my list of a place to go. So, and it looks like they got, let's see, this is pretty big. They got a lot of stuff here. I can't see because the trees are in the way, but there's jewelry stores over there. There's new places. Zales Diamond Store, Torrid, Party City. Woohoo, let's have a party. I don't really party anymore other than cake and ice cream. Old Navy. I thought that they closed. And I've brought you guys to the theater here before. This is the theater. This is the theater, that's the theater. I don't know where we should park, but we'll go around this circle thing here. Whee! And that theater's really nice in there. You buy your seat where you're going to sit. Like you go in there and they have a seating chart, and you say, I want to sit here, if somebody didn't buy that seat already. So you pay your ticket, and that way, you can actually go shopping or do whatever, and you can show up at the theater when it's starting, and you're going to have a place to sit. You know what I mean? I remember one time me and my husband, he died of COVID, but he took me to the movies once, and this lady thought she was privileged or something. She got there super late, and she we had these really good seats, and she's like, oh, she wanted to sit where we were sitting, and we were like, no, we're not moving. You got here late. She was pissed too. Who? I don't know why people are like that. They think they're privileged or something. Like they come in super late. Like, oh, I own the place. Well, you don't own the place, lady, and you came late, so you lost. All right, where should I park, you guys? I don't know. We'll have a chit chat. I just came up here to walk around in stores or something. I don't know. I had to get out of the house. Too much being indoors in the rain and everything. It's like, forget about it. Okay, I don't know where to park. Let's see. And I'm just talking away. I probably scared everybody away. What do we want to look at? Do you want to look at Belk? um, all right, we'll look at Belk. Well, actually, I don't know if we can because we'll be over here. We'll park it. We'll have a chit chat. My heart murmur's like fluctuating today, so it hurts, you guys. I don't know. This is like every so many years. I don't know if I can park. I was gonna park so you could see Belk, but I don't know if I could get in trouble because I'll be like this. I don't know. Nobody's parked down here though, so heck with it. Not like anybody's here, you know what I mean? But you're going to be looking at me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If you want to, I don't know. All right, we'll park it here. All right. So we're here. We're going to just have a chit chat. Let me get my keys out of here. My water. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to brush my hair really quick. Anyway, I'm a little bit silly today, but yeah, I have a heart murmur, and I've had it my whole life, and I wasn't allowed to play sports, and sometimes that's why I'm up late. Sometimes that's why I'm up late, because it races. I have some different things going on, and I never got tested, but I don't have medical benefits, and I had the medical benefits, when my husband, and I never used them. But okay, let's flip the camera. I don't know what I'm going to look like, but hey, everybody. Hey, peace. Hi. Oh, Sharon's here. Hi, my mod. So, I don't know. I'm kind of... How is everybody? I hope you enjoyed the ride. Anyway. I should have brought my magnifying glass so I can see. My eyes are all watery from the pollen. We got pollen, but the rain helps with the pollen anyway. Hey, we got Hala. We got Sharon. We had Tootsie was in here. Hi, Tootsie. Just off to sleep now. Bye. Oh, I missed I'm sorry I missed it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Take care, Tootsie. I'll see you on the next one. And I'm definitely going to be coming on doing the 2 o'clock one as well. So I will... I learned how to schedule it, so, what did I miss here? Okay. Sharon and Mocha. Okay, who's in here? Let's see. We had Desi. Hala. We had Dave in Bangor, Maine. So how is everybody? Is everybody having a good day? Oh, we got Karina Thompson. Hi, Karina. How are you? I hope everybody enjoyed the ride. I'm all wound up today, I guess. I don't know. My heart murmur. Like I said, I have a heart murmur. I've had it my whole life. And every so many years I get it tested. I don't know. This is a year I probably need to have it tested. But there's some other things going on with it, I think. Like sticky valve or what do you call it? When your heart races. I get those problems. I have those problems, and I don't have medical benefits, but I don't know. But it's racing right now, and I think it might be because I had 2 cups of coffee and I'm only supposed to have 1. They told me to kind of stay away from that, but because it races it. But it's been a bad day for me. Nothing is going right. Oh, I hope that your day gets better. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my dryer broke, so I have to use, I got to use my clothes racks. A lot of my clothes I don't put in the dryer anyway, like shirts and jeans and stuff like that. I put them on the racks because they stay better. And like t-shirts, if you want your t-shirts to last longer, turn them inside out. I wash everything in cold water, but my dryer broke, so now I have to figure that out. So I'm looking up videos, and I don't know if I could fix that myself. I think it's the belt because it won't turn. And I look tired because I was up late a little bit. Um, but yeah, I don't know why. Um, I don't know. But let me see if I can move the chat. But yeah, my dryer broke, so that sucks. So now when I got to do my laundry, um, like I did my towels and everything, I had to put them all on the racks. Then they dried. They took a couple days to dry, and then I had to do my sheets. Then I'd put them on the rack, and they took a day or two to dry. So now I got to do my regular clothes, but I don't know. That just sucks. And then when I do Chloe's bed and everything, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. That's gonna have to dry. So how's Mocha, Sharon? How are you, Karina Thompson? How's your day going? We got rain today. Did everybody enjoy the ride? I feel like I'm yelling. I don't know. I don't know what that was like, but I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I missed everybody, so I wanted to come on. I thought about coming on later, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Mocha is doing well. I miss having my bunnies. Karina Thompson says, I'm doing good, Sis Michelle. So, hey, we went by Chrissy's Cravings or something. No, Craving Cookies or something. Oh, I'm going to have to check that place out. Going to have to check that place out. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Anyway, it's very cloudy here. Did you see all the fog and everything? So I have a list of places to go and everything. But like I said, the racing season is now. So I don't even know if I can get near the racing area, but I'd love to do like a live stream out there. I'm having leftover meatloaf for dinner, Karina Thompson says. And Sharon says, I had tuna noodle casserole with a side of broccoli for dinner tonight. Sounds good. Sounds good. I had a late lunch and I had a slice of pizza. So I'm not sure what I'm going to have later on. But I don't know what this is looking like because I got this new thing for my mirror. You guys are on my mirror. And I noticed it was shaking a little bit. And usually I'm used to having a camera up higher a little bit. But I had this, this was my old one, and it has, you put it on the mirror. So I got a new one. And my allergies are the pollen, but the rain helps with pollen. But anyway, it goes on your mirror here. But it wasn't, see how loose that was? It wasn't staying tight because it's supposed to grab the mirror and then that's supposed to tighten. And it was loosened all over the place. Now I got this one and I noticed it was shaking a little bit, but this was up higher and now I can't raise that one. So I don't know, but I kept this one just in case. But anyway, so I tried to watch TV a little bit. I told you I have a hard time, since my husband died, just sitting there and watching a show. And I finally sat down. I don't know what show it was that I watched, but I finally sat down to watch one, but it was kind of hard. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Happy spring. I don't know how that's coming across your screen, but on the side, it's all. So is anybody having anything good for dessert? But now, of course, I get here and the rain stopped, so I could have went for a walk. I should have brought my gimbal. So anyway, my allergies are horrible. So I'm not using Prism Live, but I'm learning it, and I don't know if I can mod it. So, but I looked it up, and I think I can if I have to. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm trying to learn things. I don't know. I have to figure out how to put the intro on here. So, but I did that video. So, and my intro was above me. So I don't know, but I have an idea with what to do with that though. So I don't know. I have some old videos and I'm thinking about I could put them up and show you like of the area. I just have to get them off the computer. But like I've been to Cherokee and the powwow and stuff. I don't know if anybody would want to see that. Like we could have like a live stream and I could play some of that on the screen if you're interested. And I've been to the Biltmore. The prices to the Biltmore went way up. I was just looking at that today. The Biltmore is the George Vanderbilt mansion, and it's in Asheville, North Carolina. And I used to have season passes, but it's $209 now. And when I used to have the season pass, it was like 90 something or 80 something. So it went way up. But someone told me, because I already had a season pass from a few years back, they said they'll take that and it would, and I was looking at that to renew a pass, it's 140. So I won't be able to do that right now. So, but I do have a lot of videos and stuff of that. But right now they're having the King Tut exhibit. And that's pretty cool. I saw the King Tut exhibit when I went to Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas several years back, and they had the King Tut. I'm trying to think of the name of the hotel that it was in. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Shoot. It's like shaped like a pyramid and everything. I can't think of the name of it, but I'd love to go back to Vegas. So we got 4 people. We lost a few people. So we got 6 likes. Thank you for joining, everybody. So I might come back on later on. I just want to come on and say hello and have a little drive. I should fill my gas up more and drive, more around so you could see some of the mountains and stuff. But, yeah, I used to live in another county where you can see more of the mountains, but I don't live in that county anymore. But when you're driving, you can see them like all around. I should bring you guys over there, but not today because it's foggy out. But it's a nice area, like, So I had an appointment today and I didn't make it. Isn't that horrible? Anyway, yeah, so now I got to go back out tomorrow. But sometimes when I'm going somewhere, Chloe doesn't like it. My Pomeranian, she gets upset. She knows when I'm going somewhere. And I don't know. She was giving me a hard time because, they have to go to the bathroom and she wouldn't go. And I'm like, I don't know. She's so cute, though. She's really cute. And then I go home. I leave these, like, potty pads next to the door. And I come home and she rolls them in a ball because she's mad because I'm not there. So, and I always knew that was her because I didn't know before if it was her or Leo. And it's definitely her, but she likes to be with me all the time. Like she was sitting on my lap this morning and everything. But she's such a doll cake. She's so cute. But I had the mini lops rabbits. I love rabbits. They were like the cutest thing. So we got Sharon and we got Karina. How's your weather, Karina? So how old was everybody when they got their license, when they started driving? Does everybody have a license? I don't know. Does everybody have a license? So I did my nails pink. I got them pink with sparkle. I changed it out because the purple came off. So we got 5 people. Hey, welcome in, everybody. It's nice and bright out here. I could open this up more. There we go. Got a little bit of lights. Natural light is way better than... My lights in my home aren't very good. I don't know. And I have the ring lights. And it's hard to figure out where to put them. You know what I mean? But I have such allergies. Does anybody else have allergies? The weather here is chilly because it's been raining. Yes, we got the rain. We had downpouring rain all night long with thunder. It was horrible. I was like, oh my goodness. And we were in a flood zone. Flood. They kept saying flood alert and everything. Sharon says that she had she got her license. I've had my license since I was 17. Sharon said. That's good. I didn't get mine till I was 18. And I took driver ed. I was talking about that. I don't know who was in here, but so I like all the cars that I can't afford. I have a Honda Accord and it's an older car. It's a V6. It's got a V6 engine because I like the V6. You know, I'm not really into 4 cylinders, but if I had a 4 cylinder, it would be fine. I have allergies. I know it's horrible, isn't it? I'm like always clearing my throat, but I take Zyrtec. I didn't have it for a few months and it was horrible because when I lived in upstate New York, I would only have to take my allergy medicine fall time and springtime. Coming to Tennessee is the worst state for allergies. I have to take it like every day, and when I don't, I have a lot of problems. But when I went to Vegas once, I had no allergies when I went there. I was shocked. I was like, oh, I could breathe. There was no allergies. So that's a good state for people that, you know. But my eyes are all watery right now. My eyes are watery, and yeah, like I feel kind of like stuffed up a little bit. And so the Zyrtec doesn't completely work very well. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. Well, not a lot of stuff, but I'm allergic to like penicillin, vancomycin, Bactrim, and sulfur. So I can't, and minerals. So I can only drink spring water. This is spring water from Deer Park. I don't know if it says it on there. Yeah, right there it says natural spring water. The camera's not picking that up, but right there it says natural spring water. But I can't have the mineral water. It has something in it, the minerals or something, and it makes my throat feel like I'm being choked. And I come from the Saratoga County area in upstate New York, but I live in northeast Tennessee. And Saratoga Park has spring water, and people come from all over, and they would go there and they would fill jugs up. It's like such great water, but they had more than one water area, and they had one that had mineral water and another one a different kind of water. There's a couple of different kind of waters there, and they have like the bathhouse. Many years ago, people used to go there, and they had a bath area. But anyway, I was with my nephew once, and he was a kid, and I was with my sister-in-law, and she was like, we had the kids, and then we went over to the water. It was hot, so I started splashing it on me. You know what I mean? Oh man, I broke out because it was the mineral water. Like, I'm allergic to it, so I can't even drink it. So they sell it everywhere. Like, and you know, if you taste the mineral water and you taste the spring water, you're gonna like the spring water better anyway. So why are they putting everything? What is up with putting all this stuff, chemicals and things in water? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But that fresh water from Saratoga Springs coming out of there is really good water. And all the water here where I live is you know, they have all these chemicals in there, you know what I mean? It's horrible. It tastes horrible. It tastes like chlorine. But yeah. So I hope everything's okay, Sharon. That you're okay. Yeah, some days everything goes wrong. I don't know. I still have this like upbeat personality. I guess I have sun in my chart because sometimes things can go wrong. It's hard to get me down, but like sometimes when I'm down, like when I'm down, it's like, you know, oh, you know, like whatever, but like I'm always have like usually an upbeat personality. And people like sometimes are like, well, how could you be like that? Well, it's like just me. It's just my personality. I can't help it. You know what I mean? But yeah, my stupid dryer broke. I don't have the money to fix that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. but I was looking at videos and and they're showing you how to open it up and everything. It's a Maytag, and I'm thinking about getting the. I couldn't figure out where you look at that. I thought, oh my God, do I got to get it out of the back? Well, you don't get it out of the back. It's in the top part. You have to lift the top off, I guess, and then there's like a drum roll. I'm like looking at the video. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I don't know if I can look in there, if I can at least open it and look in there and see if the drum is broken, or the belt, if the belt's broken, because I don't know. It could be the belt, or it could be the roller, I guess. But it won't turn around, you know what I mean? And I don't want to burn it out because it smelled like it was, not that that was boring. I just told you that. I don't know. But these are the things that happens to, people when your husband dies, you know what I mean? I got to figure these things out. I remember back in the day, people used to hang their clothes outside. And then at some point in time, that was like not the thing to do. Everybody's underwear hanging out there on the line. But fresh clothes, like when you have your sheets hung outside, which I don't have a clothesline outside, but that smells so nice, you know what I mean? So happy Monday, everybody. Or is it Monday? Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. Sometimes I lose track. So, anyway, I don't know. I didn't bring anything with me to... Yeah, I probably should have brought my gimbal, but I don't know if you can hear the... Anyway, they have... I didn't know if you could hear the music. This whole area has speakers on the ground, and they play music out of the ground. So... But, yeah, so I was talking to you guys about the Hard Rock Cafe. It looks pretty cool. So, they have country singers and stuff that are coming down and playing and stuff like that. You can go to concerts there in the Hard Rock Cafe. Or the Hard Rock Casino and whatever. I said cafe because I've been to the cafe, but... When years ago, I got to go to Las Vegas, and when my husband died, but he had to go down there for a convention for his work, and all I had to do was pay my ticket, and they put us up in the Hard Rock Hotel, and that was pretty awesome, and it was really good. So I have t-shirts and sweatshirts from all the Hard Rock hotels that I've been to. I've been to the one in Atlantic City, and I think I got a sweatshirt from there. And then I've been to the one in Walt Disney, and they had one in there. In Las Vegas, they had one there. And I'm trying to think of where else. There was one more other place. I don't know if there's one in Myrtle Beach, if I have one from there. But so there used to be one in Gatlinburg, and then they took it out. And that one was really cool. I think I got a t-shirt from there. Then they moved it to Pigeon Forge. So there's one in Pigeon Forge. So that one, they're not all casinos. Some of them are just the cafe. The one in Gatlinburg is the cafe, but the casino is opened in Bristol, and they have a big hotel that they put up and everything. So the Bristol is the birthplace of country music. So they themed the whole thing about that, of the birth of the theme of that is that. So, but I thought that's pretty cool that Faith Hill, she donated her car. What's her husband's name? Is it Tim McGraw? I guess he got her this 1929 or something like that Corvette. It's red, and they have pictures of it online. So if you want to go online and look at it, you can look at it. But I don't know. I think they have it inside, but there's a picture of it outside. So I think it's inside, though. I think they moved it inside. So I'm not really sure till I go there. But that's one of the places on my list. So I don't know if I get in trouble walking around in the parking lot with my camera, but that's what I plan on doing. I'm doing a live stream down there. As the weather gets nicer, these are the things that are on my list. Plus, there's other parks, and I'll still go down to the lake. We'll still do the live streams at the lake and the walks at the park and stuff like that. I'll go there more often than anything, but so I'm trying to learn the Prism live stream right now. But I'm trying to think. So we could go down to Bristol sometime, walk around again too. I just have to be careful going to the cities areas, you know what I mean? Um, with the camera and stuff. But there's more streamers around and more people doing that. So I only went down there once, which was last summer, and there was a band playing. Well, I got like a copyright for that, because they have some bands playing and everything outside and everything, and I got like a copyright, but it didn't give me the copyright. It said that the owner allows the content to be played, so I don't know. So I left it up. It's on that live stream, the downtown Bristol area. Are you guys still here? I don't know. Sometimes Mondays are slow, so I don't know. But when I got here, I probably should have ended it because it was the drive and then started a new stream for the chat. So I don't know. But anyway, so my hair is getting longer. I'm growing it. So I use dry shampoo in between washing because I can't wash my hair every day because my hair is like tends to be on the dry side. But anyway, I'm so thirsty. There's Holla. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Yeah, that's a song. I remember that song. I'm trying to think. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. I don't know. Raindrops are falling on my head. My grandmother used to like that. What else is there? I don't know. What other rainy songs? Put some rainy. Don't put a lot of the tunes in there, but like your hair looks fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, it's like some people think I have highlights in my hair, you guys, but this is my real hair. My hair is getting white. My hair doesn't take color anymore. This is white. My hair is all gonna be white. But thank you so much. What other songs are there? Hug me, yes. You can press exclamation point, hug me. And if anybody needs a hug. Hey, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Hey. I remember the song and the reason behind it, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know the reason behind that. I'll have to look it up. As long as we don't put all the lyrics in the chat, because you can get in trouble. Somebody got in trouble for that. They got a copyright for that, which that's shocking, but I don't know. So somebody remade the song Country Roads. I don't know if it's my Machine Gun Kelly with somebody else, or it's Machine Gun Kelly. Somebody remade. He remade the song Country Roads, but he changed some of the words a little bit. My aunt used to sing that. Remember that song? Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia. Anyway, my aunt used to sing that. I never really liked country music, to be quite honest with you, but like I like some of it now, you know what I mean? I like a lot of different music, so I don't like just one specific music. So I like everything. I like a lot of different stuff. So I mean, I like happy music, like the pop music. I mostly listen to that, but I do like some heavy metal and stuff like that, and rock. And I do like some of the country. I like the newer country now, and I did like Faith Hill. I do have one of her CDs, so I think that's pretty cool. So they have memorabilia all throughout that Hard Rock Cafe. So, like I said, I don't know if they'll let me take pictures or film it, but I thought I could like go inside and ask them, or just do it, and then during the live stream I could throw that up while we're outside, so you guys could see what I saw on the inside. But anyway, this shirt is all I like this color. It's like an aqua color, but I mean, I don't know. You're a good singer. Thank you. There's a couple of notes I can't get. I don't know what a couple of the notes. There's a couple of them. I have to hear the song though, because I sing the wrong words. I'm the person that they used to have a contest back in upstate New York on a radio station, Fly 92, that I used to listen to. And I think I could have won that contest because they would have to people call in and they oh, thank you, Sharon. They would have people call in and sing the song, and I definitely don't hear the proper words to songs. And so my husband, he used to laugh. He said, "That's not what they're saying." I'm like, "Really?" So I'm trying to think of this song that he um remember that song, Angel Eyes, you have angel eyes. My husband used to play that for me, and I think when I hear that song, I think he's around me because I don't listen to that song. So then my dad, he named me Michelle, and my mom the Marie part, so MichelleMarie. And he used to sing me that all the time, and I don't listen to that either, like the Beatles song. And sometimes that song pops in my head, and I think, okay, my dad's around me because he died. My dad died in 2014 of cancer, lung cancer. But yeah, so I've been missing my brother. I had to get out of the house because then I start getting, I don't like being alone too much. You know what I mean? I don't mind it sometimes, but I I don't know. The holiday, every time a holiday comes up, I get a little bit like that. And I think everything I went through during the COVID time, I'm still coming out of that. I know a lot of people, things have moved on, but I still have steps to go. You know what I mean? I'm doing way better, but it's the job thing. I got to get back out there and get in the world and, going places by myself. I mean, I'm glad I have you guys, but like, it's kind of hard sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot of people that like things I like to do, but, there's a lot of things around here. I've been looking things up, but some of it costs like a lot of money, and I'm afraid to. One of my friends, her husband's in a band and they're really good. Like he's like, I can't think of the name of it, but the band he's in, he met, she was telling me how they met Kiss. He knows Kiss, Gene Simmons and all that. They hung out with them. And I thought that was pretty cool that she told me that. And but I don't know, like she said I could film it, but like I could go, they're not here all the time because he travels, he's in a band. And but she said, oh, you can, come out with me when I go see it or sometime. But I don't go out really. I'm not a person that goes to bars, but I would go out just to see that sometime. But I'm kind of nervous about that too, like going myself, but if I go meet her there or something. But anyway, I don't know if you get copyright, so I don't know if I should do it. Me also, I need to go out every day, otherwise I don't feel right. Yes, exactly, Holler. It gets like kind of like, I don't know, too much, you know what I mean? I have to start doing my gardening, I got to start cleaning my yard, but I swear to God, my irises out in my yard, they came up overnight. So I have some flowers and things in my yard that were there before I moved there. And there's a bunch of irises, and there's dark purple ones came up. The dark purple ones in the back, they came up overnight, like within a week or so. They just went, maybe 2 weeks. They started coming up and then they're up and up. The more rain they got. So I'll take you guys out in my yard. If you want me to walk around my yard and do like a live stream, and just, my yard's kind of a mess though, so I have a lot to do out there. But we could just do that. Laugh out loud. Easter is on 4/20 this year. Yeah. So we do have a couple of April birthdays. Roy's birthday was the other day. Happy birthday to Roy. And Colleen, um, um, Wagazima, her name is. That means mother of corn, Colleen. She said her birthday's 4/20. And at first I said happy birthday on her channel, and then she said it's something 4/20, and I'm like, what is she saying? And then I realized what she was saying, that her birthday's on 4/20. I'm like, I don't know. My head was like in the same place yours was, Sharon. Yes, Sharon. These will be special Easter grass in the basket. That's funny. Yeah, I like to. My mom always gave us a Easter basket, but I'm living in another state now. But I mean, I was an adult, and she gave us. And then I married my husband. Like, I have to say that he died. I have to tell people he died because I don't know who's watching. So yes, he died of COVID. But when I got married, she made him and me a basket. He liked it though. I mean, But if I was still at home, my mom would still do that. And she still probably makes it for my brother. My other brother died, but I still have my other brother. That's funny. Did you get rain today too, Holler? Did you get a lot of rain? So yeah, so now we had 86-degree weather and it was so hot and I had my air conditioning on. And then tonight it's in the 60s today and I have my coat, my raincoat type thing. It's purple. I have so many coats, but this is like a sports coat or something. I don't know. It's like a no name sports coat, but it's purple. It's like this. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to show that on here, but I think it's backwards anyway, so the heck with it. So it's just this. I've had this forever, but it has like fur in it. It's dark purple. I like dark purple. Just like a sports coat. I love the color purple. But yeah, so I had to wear this today because I don't like carrying an umbrella. So like if it rains, I just throw this over my head. But yeah. But I had a sweater picked out for today, and I ended up wearing that anyway. But yes, it rained most of the day. At least I made a short out of it. How it says, yeah. I was gonna do that when it was downpouring, but it was too dark. So yeah. So, but a few years ago, the thunder here is really bad, and people in the south have these they're kind of like an antenna that's off the house side of the house. It kind of looks like a, I don't know, it's like a metal thing. My house doesn't have that, but my neighbor's does. But the lightning here is very dangerous. I love thunderstorms, but it can be very dangerous here. I would not go outside in these here, but somewhere down here in the Kingsport area, lightning hit a house a couple years back. It might have been about more than 5 years ago. I don't know. It's definitely more than, I don't know if it was 2016 or 15. Anyway, lightning hit a house and it blew it totally apart. The whole house blew apart. The people were not in the house. I don't know if that was a freak thing or what. And another thing about here, we came down here to visit before we moved here. Because my husband, you know, they moved us here for his work because they were shutting the building down in upstate New York. And they were all over. They're nationwide where he worked, and they were all in the different states. But we were offered here in Arizona. Arizona was too far from home, and it was too hot there. So most of the majority of the people came here. So for him to keep his job and everything, because he had really good job and benefits, he was an engineer. And so they moved us here. So they flew us down here to check the area out. And the people were like, oh, go here, go there. So we were driving around. We were on this highway. And we're driving. And this whole car is on fire. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then we were talking to the people. And they said that was a freak thing, too. That doesn't normally happen. But the whole car, I was like, that thing could blow up. You know what I mean? It was on the side of the road, completely up in flames. And it was, and then I saw some really weird stuff here. Like, I haven't seen, I'm in a different county. I'm in Sullivan County, but I lived in another county when we first moved here in an apartment because they were the only ones that would take I had a Great Pyrenees, which is a really big dog, and nobody would take him. Like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't let us live there, and we had to rent first. You know, we moved here. We sold my house in New York to my youngest brother, and then we moved here. But, we were in an apartment for about a year, but like, so over in that other area where we lived, there was like weird things. Like, we're driving up the road and this guy's driving a boat. Okay. He's driving a boat on the road. And I think I have pictures of it somewhere on an old computer, but, he took his boat and I don't know how he did it, but he's driving around in a boat. It's got wheels on it. It's not a boat that goes in the water. He's driving around in that. So I haven't seen that person in a while. But yeah, so I saw some weird stuff. I'm like, that's weird. I've seen a few cars and other vehicles burn. It's scary. Yes, it is. You've seen that too, where you live in New York City? Yeah, my other brother, he lives in Astoria. Um, my mother and father were divorced when I was like 2, so I have like 2 families that don't really know each other. They met at my wedding, but like because I was so young, I mean, I always used to spend like Christmas Eve and everything at my dad's and Christmas with my mom and different stuff like that. But my dad was married like 3 times and my mom a couple times. But like my brothers, I grew up with my brothers and my mom, which I had 2 brothers and one passed away. My one brother died a year before my husband, and my husband was trying to help me with that. I was very close to my brother, and he was only 45 when he died. Oh boy, I miss him. But yeah, yeah. So anyway, my dad's side, I have a half sister and a half brother. You know, they have different moms. So my youngest brother, my sister's Italian Irish like me, and she's looks like me, but she has very dark hair and dark features. I have greenish blue eyes. She has brown eyes. I got the greenish blue, um, which runs on my dad's side of the family. So my grandmother had the green blue eyes. But anyway, my brother, my youngest brother, he's German or whatever. His mother was from Frankfurt, Germany, and she was a nurse. But he lives in Astoria. He's not from there. We're all from upstate New York, but he moved down there because he got a really good job. He's in pharmaceuticals. So he was in some higher position. I don't know what it was. He was in charge of something or other, and he went to college. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, during COVID, after COVID broke, he stayed on the phone with me. He doesn't keep in touch, though. Nobody keeps in touch. They went back on with their life, and they don't answer the phone. They don't text. They don't do nothing. They go like every so many years, and then they pop in your life. It's like, I don't know what it is with that side of the family, but that's how they do that. So needless to say, he's another younger brother, but I remember him freaking out when it was COVID, and he's like, just come down here, just drive down here. I'm like, I don't know how to drive in New York City. I don't think I could drive in New York City. He's like, just drive down where you can, and then I'll meet you somewhere, and I'll drive the rest of the way, and you can park your car. And but he took me on he had his phone. He got me connected to the Meet. What is it called? Google Meet. You can talk to people on your regular phone. You can put the camera on. My phone has a camera if I talk to somebody. He's the only one that's ever wanted to do that because my mother and my other brother won't even do that. But he would call me every day and spend like all day on the phone with me. And one time he called me and I was driving. He's like, I'm like, I'm driving. And he's like, just put me on the seat. So I did. And he's like, just looking at the ceiling because I didn't have this thing here. But he walked me around, and he lived in the New York City. So he saw all that stuff that you lived there. Yes, he was. He saw all the stuff, like all kinds of things, like what was happening, people going crazy down there, and it was freaking him out a little bit. And he's my younger brother, so he'll say, oh, my big sis. But yeah, but he went back on with his life. But I don't know. I told him when I come down there I want to go to a Yankee game. He said he won't go to a Yankee game. He's not a Yankee fan, but I am. I'm like, well, you're going to go anyway, because who's going to take me? You know what I mean? Because I can't go around New York City by myself. I'm going to need somebody because I'm upstate. I'm from upstate, so I'm not like, I don't have city smarts and that, so I don't know. But I've been there a couple times, so I went there with college. But anyway, you know what I mean. I've been on the subway and all that stuff though too, but but yeah, he took me. He would like go out and he would go to like a restaurant, and he'd take me out he'd walk me up the road and I could see where he lived, and he said, you'd like it here. And then there was like I don't know if he went into like an Irish bar or something like that. I guess where he lives there's a lot of Greek people, so he went in this place and there was like a group of Greek people, and he's like me, friendly, just talks to people. And so he puts the camera down and he made me part of their stuff. He's like, this is my sister. and I'm like, oh, is the guy good looking? I was joking around though, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of, he lives in like a large Greek area. So anyway, during COVID, he rented. He doesn't have a car. He gave up his car to live in New York City and stuff. I'm like, how can you not live without a car? Because he he mostly takes Ubers though, so I don't know. He takes a lot of those Ubers or whatever. But he rents a car sometimes when he goes out, and he rented some fancy car where the doors, it looked like a Lamborghini, but it wasn't. So I don't know what car that is, but I have pictures. I'd have to ask him if he could let me show it. For his birthday, he rented this expensive car, and he drove somewhere on a vacation with his girlfriend, and the doors opened up like this on the sides. And I said, "Oh, you gotta sit on top of the car and have your girlfriend take pictures." So he did, and it's a really cool car. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just chatting. He sounds like a good brother. He's a Mets fan. He probably is. I think so. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but like he wouldn't take me. I'm like, well, you're gonna go. I said, you're gonna take me. If I go there, you're definitely gonna take me. I said, but now I have all you guys, so I could just meet. If I go there and he don't want to go there, I could just have somebody else take me, right? But I've been there twice. I've been to the Yankee Stadium 2 times, um, the old stadium. And I remember the first time, because I liked them since I was a little girl. And since I was a little girl, I was always a Yankee fan. And I remember when I went there, I was in happy tears. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, told my husband, I said, don't look at me. I'm like almost in tears. I'm like looking around at the stadium and just the excitement of it. And like, I was like in tears. I was like, I can't believe we're here. You know what I mean? I was so happy, you guys. That's how much I like the Yankees anyway. But when I was there, when I went to Yankee Stadium, I got a ball, and my husband was laughing at me because he said that they stamp it, and I'm like, so what? So I don't know. I could show you that, and I do have a wind up thing that plays the stadium music. It's a snow globe thing, but I think the water drained out of it or something. But I kept it because the music still plays. And I have a book on the Yankees, and I have and the screen was coming up, and I guessed all the answers to that, like, oh yeah, Yogi Bear, oh yeah, Joe DiMaggio, and I'm like, I don't know how I knew all this stuff, you know what I mean? I have no idea. So I don't know if my grandfather, he died when I was a baby, but my uncle, I don't know who I was around growing up that liked the Yankees, because I don't remember, you know what I mean? But now I can't even get it on my damn TV, you guys. Like I was gonna do, you know how I did the football silent stream? I was thinking of doing the one for the World Series, but I don't get the game anymore. Like I don't have the money to pay for that. I guess you can get it on Hulu Live. I don't have Hulu Live. No, not Hulu Live. Peacock. I don't have Peacock, and I don't have any of that. So if it's not on regular TV, I can't. Like I don't get it. Like it's driving me nuts. So that drives me nuts that I don't get it. So I watch the games. You can watch the game on YouTube if somebody puts it up live, like a regular person, if they're at the game, or like after the game's over with, they put it up. But let me see what you guys are saying. I'm talking a mile a minute. I'm sorry. Yes, that would be cool. Holler says, I'm a Mets fan, but I've been to the Yankee Stadium, even in the World Series. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, Astoria is very nice, lively area. I visit there often. Oh, you do? Yes, in New York, and also has racetracks like where you were talking about earlier. I've been to a few cars and other vehicles burned. Oh, yes, I heard that part. Yeah, um, we had a small, where I grew up in upstate New York, we had a small racing thing. It wasn't professional racing. It was just, it was a speedway. And they have a small one here. They have one here as well. They have like that, plus they have the professional one. So one of my cousins raced cars. Um, he had gotten out of service, and he raced his cars there. And not professional though. Like it was just a regular speedway, you know what I mean? The regular car speedway. And my brother, he worked at the one that passed away. He worked at the small speedway where I grew up. But me and my brother, we used to, the one that died, we used to ride our bikes to the Saratoga Lake, you know, and there's just like a lot of memories. It's hard to believe that he's gone. And, you know, I've moved forward and everything, but, you know, you can't forget people, you know what I mean? You have these good memories of these people that you loved and your family. And I still can't even believe my husband's gone sometimes. Like, that's so weird. So this will be the 5th year. November will be the 5th year. So, so yeah, but sometimes the holidays, like I get like, oh, like, you know, I don't know. Everybody's moved on with their life because, you know, COVID's over with, but like, I don't know. Maybe they left me behind. I don't know. But, oops. Wait a minute. No, you shouldn't forget, Hollis says. Yeah, right. I know, right? Like good memories. But like, my husband, like we did everything on together all the time. And like, I like to go places. I don't like sitting around. And like Easter was the only time I cooked for every holiday except for Easter. He used to take me to Olive Garden for Easter. And like sometimes we would go play mini golf, or we'd always go up to like Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge area. Of course, when we lived in upstate New York, we would be around my family, but they're not here. They don't live here. And some of them live in other states and stuff. So, but you know, my families would always get together, but they're not here. So like, it's like me moving on by myself. So, and it's too expensive to live in New York, so I can't. And, you know, now that I'm down in the warmer weather, because we do get more milder weather here in Tennessee. So it's like, I don't know, it'd kind of be hard for me to even go back there with all that hard snow and ice and everything. But, but yeah, my brother, the one that passed away, he had like he was very smart as well. And he had like he was a quiet person, but he was more of a doer, and he was into all electronics, and he liked a lot of the holidays at his house, and he had the kids. So, you know, my husband, he couldn't have kids, so I don't have any kids. He couldn't give me a kid because he couldn't have them. But, so I was around my nieces and nephews a lot, but like until we moved here. But they don't want to deal with the phones or anything either. Like they're all, my niece, she's in college now. She made the dean's list, my mom said. So, and then my other niece, she's only like 14, I think. She just turned 14. But yeah. But, what was I gonna say? But yeah, we all used to get together, and a lot of times my brother, the one that passed away with the kids, he would always want the holidays at his house, and he had the kids, so that was fine. But like I got certain holidays in the summer because I had a big yard and everything. Like I had almost 5 acres when I lived in upstate New York, and I was under like the foothills of the Adirondacks. You could see that and everything. It was really pretty there. But yeah, so so my brother that lives in New York City, he's kind of like even though he's in the pharmaceutical, he went to college and everything. He's kind of like the ghetto side, like he likes like the rap music and stuff like that. He's like he met some rappers and things down, and he raps a little bit, and he's down there in New York City, and he's met some people. One time he was walking around with a camera, and he met somebody that was famous, that was a rapper, and I never heard of the guy because I'm not really into that. And I'm like, oh, tell him I said hi. And the guy put the camera on, and I met the person. I don't know who it was, but it was somebody famous, you guys. They were from New York City. They were playing basketball or something, and he happened to be walking by. But yeah, during COVID, he would throw me songs, and I would throw him songs, like I'd throw him like a lot of the pop music or the heavy metal, and he'd be throwing me this rap music. He goes, "You'll like this song," and I'm like, "No, I won't." And then he'd send it to me. I'm like, "Oh, I do like that." So like, it's not all bad, I guess. there's, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess I like everything. A lot of people don't like talking on the phone anymore. I know it. Isn't it horrible? They don't. It's like, oh my God, the phone's ringing. Don't. Thank you. Yeah. I haven't seen him though, so I don't know. He's like, I don't know, living his own life. He wanted to move to Florida, and so I don't even know. So who knows if he's even still there? I don't know, but yeah, we had different moms, so but um, he was pretty good though. But I guess his his girlfriend, he was married and then he got divorced during COVID, and that's how we contacted each other, because he was like, I'm like, are you okay? And because my sister, she doesn't keep in touch either, and it's like every like so many years, like, so it's like that's my dad's side. I grew up, you know, my mom's side, but she has a different, they have different moms. So you know, she was there just a little bit, but she was like, oh, we were supposed to do this like FaceTime thing, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and then I figured out how to do it and he didn't show up, but she invited him and he didn't call her back or nothing. She's like, oh, he won't speak to me, maybe he'll speak to you. And then she gave me his number and I contacted him, and then he did, so he kept in touch, but then he didn't. So I think it was 2021 and 2022, sometime in 2022, before I started doing my YouTube stuff, because I told him I was going to do this. He was my first subscriber, so he could be watching me, I don't know, but his name is Hoodie something if he comes on here, his online name for YouTube. But he I don't know. So needless to say, yeah, so that's that. He had a pretty good life. Like he's been to Croatia. He went backpacking through Europe and stuff like that. His mom was a nurse and she had a really good job. His mother and everything. So but yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, he had like, I don't know about you, Hala, if you saw like he had people shooting outside his window. I'm like, oh my God, get the heck in the house. He says, he would go out on the balcony. I'm like, what is going on? And people were throwing like fireworks and shooting like they were throwing the fireworks so you don't hear the gunshots. And I remember that. So that's horrible. That's horrible that like, so some people must still have like freakouts if they hear things like that from like but we've come this far, you guys. Like it's going on like 5 years now away from that. So it's just hard to believe that we went through that as a country, you know, as a universe really, or whatever, or the world, whatever. So it's horrible, 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 horrible. But I'm just glad that's over with. You know what I mean? I'm at a different place now, but baby steps, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I got to get back out there and start looking for a job and everything. And Hala says it's sad that it takes a tragedy or bad times to bring people together, but that's how it works sometimes. Yeah, so it's so hard to believe that even happened. Like, is that a dream? You know what I mean? Like, who would ever think? Like, you know what I mean? And I met a lady in a store, and she was like in her 90s. She didn't look it, and she was telling me that something about like when she was a kid in school, she said um they people were dying of polio or something like that. Was it polio? I don't know. And she said she remembers being in school and they lined them up to give them vaccinations and things, and she was talking about that and what she went through, you know, that it reminded her of the stuff that we were going through, and she was sharing her story, and I was like, wow, she was a very nice lady. she believed in, you know, taking the shot, but I don't know. So how is everybody? I don't know. I don't know if I'm just chatting away here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, polio. Yep, that's what it was. She was like 90 something. She was saying about all these things that she lived through. And I met her in a store and she just, because I was like, I remember I was like kind of like in the daze and she said hi to me. And I don't even know why, but it was just after my husband had died. And I don't know. I went into like a little bit of a shock type thing. When that happened, but like it's over. You know, I'm glad that that's over with, but I don't know. It's just a memory. You know, you have memories, but you know, I don't live in the past. That's the thing, because those are just memories. You know, I'm all for the future and learning things and everything, but it's just sad that these people are gone. You know what I mean? And Hollow says you're doing great. Okay. I got my shirts getting a little bit, I don't know. But anyway. Anybody see any good movies lately? I heard they're going to come out with another, is it Fast and Furious? I don't know. And then there's Aquaman, another one coming out for that, I think. And I don't know. Oh, I recently found out online, and I don't know the names of the YouTube channel, that they're putting out movies. I'm trying to think of. There was a movie with Reese Witherspoon, and they're putting out free movies on some channels now on YouTube. So yeah, check that out. So I turned, like I said, I haven't been able to sit and watch TV, and I finally did it. But it's hard. But I finally did it, and I have Hulu and the Disney Plus free, and I think it's the ESPN, but not the ESPN. It's ESPN Plus or whatever. So I don't actually get the sports channel. But I pulled that up, and I'm like, oh, I haven't watched TV in like a long time, and the same stuff's on there. You know what I mean? The same movies, and then some of the movies are the movies that were really good from several years ago. So it's like, I don't know. I saw 2 movies yesterday. Oh, what did you see? What movie did you see? Anything good? And then Hala says, that's true, Karina, but if that happens, they were never really with you. So it's better to find out sooner. Hala, it's also sad it takes a bad times to bring people to. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I'm all for world peace. You know what I mean? I mean, if anybody could do that, YouTube's doing a pretty good job of that, because they, you know, you're meeting people from all over the world, and you're learning about different cultures and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yes, TV is a waste, Hollow says. Yeah, I got rid of my cable like in 2020. I got rid of my cable, and I got Wi-Fi 6. It was Wi-Fi 4 or 5 or something like that, but it's Wi-Fi. It's through my phone company, and I only pay $35 a month, so I have the internet, and I have the Amazon Fire Stick. I have the Amazon Fire Stick, so I do all the free channels, so I don't really want to pay for Peacock, and I don't want to pay for Hulu Live when I've got tons of stuff, but it bothers me that I can't watch the baseball like I want to. So maybe when I get working, I'll buy that. Sharon L. I saw a really good movie on Netflix called The 6888. Oh, that sounds good. It's about women of the World War One. Oh, wow. That sounds like a good one. I almost got Netflix, but I didn't get it. They look like they have some good stuff on there. Yes, YouTube is awesome, but addictive. Yes, it is. Like, I'm up sometimes at night, and I'm trying to catch up on everybody's videos, and I'm like, and I don't know. And then I'm like, I'm only going to be on here. Now I'm beginning to think I need to set a timer, but I don't I've also been very busy trying to organize stuff. I got to get all my shorts out and stuff and put my sweaters away and do all that kind of stuff. And I have yard work to do outside. As soon as it stops raining, I'm going to have to like get my mowers going and mow my yard and do weeding and all that and try to plant my seeds. So I could take you guys out in my yard if you want, and we could do a live stream out there. Um, it would be earlier, you know what I mean? But I do have a lot of work to do out there, so I don't know what. But the irises are out. So the irises that are planted, the dark purple ones came up. So whoever lived there before, they put dark purple ones, and then there's white, and then there's yellow ones. So they come up at different times. So the dark purples come up, and then the white ones, I think, and then the yellow ones. And then in the front, I've got light purple ones. And they're starting to come up too, but they're not in bloom. So in the, what do you call those yellow flowers? The yellow flowers around Easter that come up. Shoot, I can't think of the name of them. Daffodils. I have some of those out there, and they're done already. So they came up and they were done. And then there's this other Easter flower, and I don't know the name of it. And it's like a straight flower, and it's got little flowers all off of it. It's like an Easter flower. This had the smell of them are so fragrant, and they're purple, and they come in pink and white and different. Some of those are out there too. And then I have a hydrangea, and I have hibiscus. Yes, daffodils. That's it. Yeah, I had some of those yellow ones. So, and I like gardening and everything. I like gardening, but I have a big garden in the back, but I stopped using it because the deer were getting into it. And not this year, but eventually I'm going to fix it better, and I have to get like a little fence around it or something for the deer to stay out of it. Because the more they build houses around me, the more the animals come down. Because I had a bobcat out there, and I've had baby fox in my yard. We've had a bear, a black bear was in the back around the house and everything. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say, but the ones I planted last year came up this year. Yeah, those daffodils are perennials, so they'll come up every year. I usually buy like tons of flowers and everything for out there, and I haven't done that since my husband died. Like he used to give me he used to say, "Let's go get your flowers," or "Here's some money, go get your flowers." And I used to do that for my mom too. But one year, the year that he died, I have pictures I should show you guys. I had tons. That year we couldn't go anywhere, and it was COVID, so I got tons of them, and I put them all in these pots everywhere. And then the ones that were already there, it looked so pretty. It looked pretty. If I can find the pictures, I'll figure out, because now I know how to put the video above me on my Prism Live when I'm at home. I'll figure out how to do that, and I'll throw them up. Or maybe I could do that when we do the outside live stream, because my yard is a mess. But my rose bush died. I had a knockout pink rose bush, and he had bought me that when my snow bear died. Snow bear was my big, huge white Great Pyrenees that he moved here with us to Tennessee. He was a beautiful dog. But yeah, he got cancer and died. But what's everybody saying? The ones I planted last year came up again this year. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. I'm like, anyway, I need a cookie or something. I don't know. But I don't need it actually, but I just want it. Anyway, but yeah, I like to garden all that, but last year was like the hottest summer. Like we got that 100-degree weather, so I didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, I'll do the minimal. I would mow at night because it was too hot during the day. Karina Thompson, yeah, my rose bush died last year. I might get another this year. Did you have like a knockout rose bush? I was kind of surprised it died. Yeah, I like all colors of roses, but it was a pink one. Pinks are my favorite. The pink rose bushes are my favorite. When I lived in upstate New York, I had 12 rose bushes, all different kinds. There's a company you can order them through really cheap online. And I finally got the hang of it, but then we moved here, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping to get another one too. Apparently you can take a rose bush and root it some way. I don't know if you get some type of root thing. And then Hala says, The second movie was called Yo Ephus. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Ephus is the print. I can't even see that. My I need my magnifying glass. Let me see that. Wait a minute. The chat, because I don't have a second phone. The chat comes up and then it disappears. So I gotta like put my finger on there, and I'm like, stop disappearing because I'm trying to read it. It says, let's see. The second movie was called Ephus. It was a premiere, so I don't know when it will be out. It was about baseball. It was okay, but on my surprise, my neighbor was in it. Oh, really? Cool. Second time that happened. That's very cool. That sounds good. And Karina Thompson says, it was red rosebush. It's my mom's favorite. Oh, that sounds pretty. I just love lilacs, and roses are my favorite flowers. Um, I do like any color rose, but pinks are my favorite. But the red ones are really pretty. They're all pretty. I just love the way they smell, and I like the rose scent. Um, Bath and Body Works. The rose perfume's so expensive, but like if you go to Bath and Body Works, and I don't know if they or no, is it? Yeah, Bath and Body Works. I don't know if they have that scent out this year because they didn't have it. They have the body wash, and they have the spray. I was spraying that in my hair. I put sprays in my hair, but anyway, you killed it, Karina. Your rose bush. Yeah, the heat did that to mine too, I think. Um, but yeah, my dad was in a movie, and he met Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson, and he was in the movie. Shoot, I can't think of it now. I can't think of the name of the movie. Oh my gosh. Ah, I can't think of it. Anyway, he was in it as an extra, and he had to walk back and forth, and they had fans, and it was in. Oh, shoot, I don't know why I can't think of it, but he was an extra, and he was saying you got to come down when they're filming, when they're filming, when they're filming. He was in Troy. It was on River Street. It was filmed on River Street, and I saw Jack Nicholson not far from me, and I saw Meryl Streep, and my dad had this. She's like, "Oh, Meryl Streep." He thought she was beautiful. She is a beautiful woman, and she's a great actress too. So they had a rope up, so I was standing behind the rope, so I was up there watching everything, and they filmed it. I watched them film this movie. Ironweed. Yes, it's. I don't think it was that good of a movie, but anyway, it's about the Troy, upstate New York area or something. I don't know, but they filmed that there, and he was in that. And we have a family member from many years ago that was a filmer. Somebody, I don't want to say the name. I don't know because it'll give the name away, my last name, but um, he was a director or something. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll tell you who it is. But anyway, um, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted to do that. I was gonna sign up for backstage, but like, I don't know what you have to do because you could be because But then my one of my friends that does the acting, she said that she's on YouTube. I haven't seen her in a while. She said that you have to like you can sign up for it for free, and but then if they call you, you got to pay the fee to sign up, and then you go and then you do the auditions or something. You got to go where they tell you. So like I don't have money for that type of stuff right now, but I always wanted to do that. It would be really fun. I could see doing lines. Imagine like hanging out with Johnny Depp and him taking you to lunch. Like I think it would be fun to go out and on a like lunch date with him or something and run lines. Have like a fun day like that. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm just being silly, but anyway. Hope I'm not driving you guys nuts. I went to a wedding a few weeks ago. They gave everyone packs of herb seeds on my way out. I have to plant them. Nice. Yes, I bought basil seeds, and I bought it's either peppermint or spearmint, and something else. I don't know. One year I planted parsley. That was good. And the basil, when you plant that, like, when you plant the herbs and you last year I did rosemary and you cut them and then you dry them out or whatever on like a paper towel or something and then put them in a container. The flavor is like amazing. And then, just anything from a garden tastes amazing. Green beans. Oh my God, a fresh green bean out of a garden and tomatoes. I figured the prices, the way the food's going and everything's just so expensive. And last year I planted seeds and they didn't come up. And some of my other friends in the area, so I don't know if that was like bad batch of seeds or whatever, but usually I buy my tomato plant, my pepper plant, and I put them in like pots because I have my back garden, but I haven't used that because of the deer. But I plan on doing that next year because I'm going to put raised beds in there and I'm going to put like a fence around it when I have extra money, maybe next year, the year after that. But it's a pretty big garden. But so now I just put them in the pots. But usually I buy my pepper plant or my tomato plant, but I bought the seeds. So I think this is the time to put them out there is now. So I have a hibiscus plant out there too, and the heat killed that. I guess they don't like that heat like that. So I'm hoping it comes back. Usually they come back, but it might take me a couple years to get it to look good again. But hibiscus have those really big, they look like plate-sized flowers, and I have pictures of them when they looked so pretty, and the heat just freaking killed them. So it's like, I don't know. But you leave it up for the winter time. So I just went out. I've been doing some of my yard cleanup little by little, and I cut them down. So hopefully they'll grow back up. I don't really know, but I have red and white. I think it's 2 red ones on the side and 1 white one in the middle. And I have I don't know if I'm saying this right, a peony plant. They smell really good. I saw The Outsiders being filmed. I got Matt Dillon's autograph. Woo! On my arm casts. Woohoo! Karina. He's cute. That's pretty cool. I love that show. When I was in high school, they took us all on a field trip to watch that movie, and we had to read the book, and then they took us to see the movie. And I have that movie. And Hala says, yes, the stuff you grow tastes so much better than what you buy in the store or even the green market. Yes, definitely. Especially like green beans. Yummy. And those little mini tomatoes. I have like, I love a fresh green tomato or a fresh red tomato, but sometimes I would have that with cottage cheese for my my lunch. Like just cut the tomato up and put some salt and pepper on that. Yeah. Somebody gave us hot peppers when my husband was working. Some people would bring stuff and put it on a table to take. And somebody gave him a jalapeno pepper plant. And I don't eat that really, but I put that in my garden. I'm like, yeah, I'll grow it. So I put it because he brought it home to me. So I was like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to do this. So I was looking up recipes and I made jalapeno chocolate cookies. I made that. It wasn't burn your mouth cookie, but it was like sweet with a kick. They were chocolate cookies, sweet with a kick. It was like, ooh, they had like a spice to it, like a flair. I don't know, but that's what I did with the jalapenos. It was a great recipe if anybody wants it. Did you save the part of a cast, Karina? Did you save the part of the cast, Karina? Yes, Hala, I have the movie and the book. That's awesome, Karina. That's awesome. That is so cool. Very, very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I have autographs from people from the track, from the like JD Bailey from the horse. I come from the horse racing area, and I have his autograph and a bobblehead doll and all that. But I met, I got to go backstage to meet Hart, but Ann and Nancy weren't there. But I have autographs. I have a scarf with the autograph of the drummer, I think, and the guitar player or whatever, the bass player. I can't think of their names because I'm not good with stuff like that. But cool, you should keep it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with that. I don't know. But I did see Ann and Nancy when we went out the back. It was at RPI, which is it in Albany or Troy? I don't know, New York or whatever. I don't know. I was from Saratoga County, and Albany's the capital of New York. And I grew up there my whole life, and I never lived anywhere until I came here. And, you know, I didn't grow up where I don't know, the kids today, they can do whatever they want. I didn't grow up in a family like that. I mean, I'm just Italian and Irish, and, you know, my grandmother was full-blood Italian, but, like, they had rules. Like, I wasn't allowed to just go out and stay out all night or do these things, you know what I mean? So I kind of, like, was, like, overprotected from my family, I guess. So, like, to move to, like, another state, it was kind of scary. So, I don't know. But that's really cool. You should take pictures of that and put that on your community page or do a video so that we could see that. Put that in your on your channel. I don't know. I love YouTube. I like doing YouTube. I'm glad that I met everybody. I'm glad I met everybody. I wish we could hear each other talk though and stuff. But I figured out a way to do that, but it's another thing I got to figure out. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but I have to connect another app to do that. So if you would be interested in it, I don't know. I never think to get autographs, only if they are signing them for everyone. Yeah, that dude Jelly Roll, he played down here and everything. Oh, send it to me, Hollow says. That's very cool. Yeah, we always lose a lot of, we've lost a lot of good actors and actresses. They, like young ones, you know what I mean? A lot of them died young. I don't know, how long have I been on? So you can put exclamation point time in the chat, and I can see what time it is because I don't have my clock or anything. If somebody, it's going to give you the Eastern Standard Time Zone, because I figure everybody knows their time, but I don't when I'm streaming. So if somebody puts that in there, I can see it. Karina Thompson says, laugh out loud. Nobody wants to hear my Southern accent. Or do they? Why not? What's wrong with it? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. You could just, if you didn't want to speak in it, you could just you could do a short of it and put music on the short and just write in the description what it is and write where the people comment. You could write it on there, and then you don't have to use your voice. It's 7:35. Yeah, so you could do the prompts that I have is exclamation point time, and then also people have to tell me that when it gets dark to go home. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon told me the last time, and then I end up staying, but I ain't gonna do that no more, you guys, because it's dangerous. I should not be out at dark anymore. You know, so you have, unless I'm like in my car, because then I could just drive home. But like, you know, if I'm out at that park when I go there, because we'll be doing the chats at the lake, but it's been raining. So, but so I have exclamation point time, I have exclamation point weather space, and then either a zip code or a place, and then you can do explanation hug me if anybody needs a hug if they had a bad day. I put that in there. And what are we saying here? But yeah, if you didn't want to talk in a video, you could do a short. You could film it and then You know, the short's only 60 seconds though for music. So don't use the music after 60 seconds or you'll get a copyright. But you could put in the description what it is. Of course you would say that, Hala. I can't do my cousins lived in Maryland and they had a southern accent. My aunt, even though that's not the South, I don't think, but like my aunt, she's not no longer here, but I would see them every now and then. My uncle was in the Secret Service. I don't know what president he was in Secret Service. He died. He's in Arlington Cemetery, but they would come to New York because most of our family lived there, but they lived in Maryland and they grew up there. But needless to say, they would come home and I would pick up their accent. And they said Yazal, and like what else did they say? Stuff like that. But anyway, I can do a Boston accent. I can do a New York City accent. I might be able to do let's see, how would we do that? You park the car in the yard. There you go. I don't know. That's like a New York City sort of. But Hala, did you notice my pro pic? Oh, you changed your picture. That's a nice picture. Michelle, I'm leaving at 8. My show is on tonight. Okay. Anything good? Let's see. Let me go back up and see what time it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on much longer. And being that I stayed on here as long as I did, it looks like I was on here. So I'll stay for like probably maybe another 10 minutes or longer if you want me to. But then we'll go to like 2 hours. That'll be 2 hours. That'll be on. But I wasn't going to stay on that long because I was going to go home and do a home stream. So now I probably won't do one because we were on long. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just see who else is streaming tonight. I got to do my laundry, so I have a southern accent, South Brooklyn. That's cool. No sleep till Brooklyn. I love that song. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I just want to be rebellious and put my radio on and blare it. But YouTube, I don't want to get a copyright, but I just feel like I want to do that. You know what I mean? The Voice. Oh, that's good. I haven't watched that in a while. I'm trying to watch TV. A lot of times I have the TV on. Chloe likes the TV. I leave it on for her, and I leave it on for the background noise. But for me to sit and watch a show, like I finally did it. I finally watched something. So maybe I'll try to do that tonight too. I don't know. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I feel like I haven't had interests. I don't know how to explain it. Some of the things I used to watch, I'm not even interested in anymore. But yeah, that's a singing show. I used to watch that. That's a good show. That's a really good show. What's everybody else going to do tonight? And I'm going to start going to bed early, so I should start setting my alarms. I'm really happy that everybody came in today. I'm happy that you guys came in. I miss everybody sometimes, and I've been missing people's streams too, and I keep going back in and setting that. Like if you're not getting the notifications, go in and press the notification again, and sometimes it'll make you get it, but I don't know. Do it. You're not monetized. What happens if I do it for like just a couple of seconds? Will I get in trouble for that, do you think? That could ruin the whole stream though. Won't it ruin the whole stream? Where did I put my keys? I don't even know where I put it. If I put that on for like a second, let me see. I'll put my car on. I don't know if I'll do it or not. I don't know. I just want to put it on like for a second and just go. Should I do it? I don't know. Actually, it can ruin you getting monetized. If you get too many of those, Holler, then it goes against you when you're trying to monetize. if you're trying to monetize. So I don't know, but does the shorts policy, I think, is only for the shorts. Do it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I have Sirius XM, so. That was a Pitbull song. Put my heat on. I got heated seats. I did it for a second. I'm gonna get spanked by YouTube. No, just kidding. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what you're asking, Karina. Your picture, Karina. Last time you put it up for a month for a special reason. No picking on Karina now. Behave. I did it. It was literally only for a second, though. I could get suspended. Not for a second, only the second. Yeah, that's why you don't want to do it. People think, oh, you're not monetized, put that up. Don't do that, people. Because, yeah. Because if you get 3 of them, I think it's 3 of them or something like that, you get it suspended. And then, also, if you get 3 of them, I think it goes against you, like for monetization or something. I don't know. You can't help it, though. As a streamer, you know, as a streamer, though, it's very hard because, like, you're going out and you're walking and it's like there's just having to be music. Like, I want to walk around here and show you guys all these stores, but they have the speakers with the music. So do you think you would want me to do that? Do you want me to walk through the stores with, because this is a big area, I could walk around here, but they have music, so I would have to put it on mute. So would you want me to do that, or do you not want me to do that? I don't know. I almost took you guys in Hobby Lobby, but I went in there yesterday and they had music playing because we went in there before. I got way more than 3. It's going to go against you. I wouldn't do it anymore, Holla, because, like, yeah, you could get suspended, and they look at that for when you do when you monetize. But you look like a teenager that did something. No, Holla, I made some new friends elsewhere and they wanted to know what I look like, Karina says. Yes, walk around the stores. Okay, I'll do that. The only thing is I have to put it in mute. When I walk around here where all these stores are, because of the music out of the ground, I have to put it in mute. But if I go way on the other side, because I stream down, this is where that little park is that I brought you last year. The Pinnacle Park is down here. We can go down there and, but this is a very large area to walk. So I would be walking with no sound. So do it anyway. And Hollis says copyright and block videos, but don't do anything you're not comfortable with. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, eventually I want to get, I do this for fun, the YouTube, and, I'm not like looking for every, like you want good people to subscribe to you. So I'm like not, like, it's like a slow process. So, but, eventually I'll get there. I'd like to get monetized, but I think it's going to take a while because, 4th of July will be my 2-year anniversary of doing my videos and being on YouTube. But I started off doing videos and shorts. So then in March is a year that I started live streaming. So they started taking my live stream because It goes by 365 days, and then you start losing your time, your watch time. I was up to 1,581 watch time, and then just in the month of March, now I'm down to 1,400 something. So I've lost all of that just because I guess when I started live streaming the whole month of March, I did a lot. But I don't know. I like to do things for fun and everything, so I'm here to have fun, and I love it though. I love meeting everybody. I love all the old friends that we made. I try to keep a positive channel, so I'm like I don't like the drama, and I keep the politics and the religion out, because there's people from other countries and stuff on my channel, and sometimes they come in, and I want everybody to feel comfortable on the channel. I like the positive vibes. I try to keep positive vibes the best we can. I don't like bringing the news into my channel either, and negative stuff, so holla. Me too. That's why I don't worry too much about copyright or blocked, but it's frustrating. Yes, it is. It's weird when you're like, all of a sudden you got to run from the music, or, I finally figured out how to use the mute button, but, okay, everybody. So we've been on for about 2 hours now, and I think I'm going to say good night to everybody. I'm really happy that everybody came in. I hope everybody had a great time. Keep your notifications on, and I'll see you on the next one. And thank you so much for coming. Pomeranian hugs. Thank you, Hala. Thank you. Hala says I'm doing great. Thank you. Peace. Peace. Peace, everybody. And have a good night. And maybe I'll see you on somebody else's live stream. I seen that somebody came on. Anyway, I'm going to drive home now, I guess. I'm going to drive home, so it'll be about 20 minutes or so, I think. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you, Sharon, for coming in and mod tonight. So thank you for coming, Holler, Sharon, Karina, Thompson, David Banger Maine, Desi Des, and I don't know, and Tootsie Hall, Shopping Halls, and I don't know if anybody else was here because I couldn't see when I was driving. So thank you, and thank you. Yes, hopefully I'll get home. I'll be home before dark, you guys. Yay! I think it's dark here around 7:30. No, it's 8 o'clock right now, and it's still light. So it's getting darker later. And thank you. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. I don't know where to touch this without you.